Hey guys, Evil Panda here, and this is my 7th walkthrough for From Dust. Okay, so first thing you're gonna want to do is make a bridge across this river to this totem. So hit spacebar to start sending your people there, and then you want to grab as much dirt as possible, and then just start making a little bridge. So there's actually a high bit of rock under the water that you kind of just want to build over, and it's around about here. So just start dumping your dirt there, and then once it's a good enough path, your people should be able to walk across it. This stage is kind of annoying because you do get flooded quite a lot, so it might take you a while before your people actually make it across in time. But just keep on raising the dirt there, so then they'll have a high enough path so which will give them more time to get across. So you want to get this totem, this one first, because it will give you the Jellify water power. And basically that is so that when the water goes all the way out, you can use your Jellify water power, and then you'll be able to stop the water from coming in as fast, and then you'll also be able to capture more totems in that time. So probably the most important totem is the Jellify water, and then the one in the middle that's always being flooded, because it gives you unlimited earth, or infinite earth as it calls it. And basically what it means is that if you use that power, you get like a bowl of dirt that never runs out for while the power is active. So you do get these explosive plants, but I don't think they're that useful on this map. You also get a fire tree, so I think you'll probably need to use the fire tree, and you can just use it to hold the water off while your people cross over your dirt barrier, since water can't go over a fire tree I mean. So you just place it like this, and then the water won't be able to get near it. Unless like the water level gets super high, in which case it will just overpower your tree. But don't worry, if your tree gets washed away or anything, it'll still respawn. But it's quite useful to use it to help your people get across this first bit, because once you got the Jellify power, you don't really need the fire tree that much anymore. Okay, so just keep on bridging, and then once it's done, you'll be able to walk across properly. So you want to use your tree like how I'm using it, just to try and stop the water from touching your people. So just kind of move it and then follow your people with the tree. I think I only need 3 more people to make it across. Alright, so my people have made it, now I just have to wait for them to build on the totem. Okay, so you got a repel water shrine over here, so if you take it, it should make your villagers play music to stop from being overtaken by water from tsunamis. So you're going to want to start building up your wall around this totem. Basically you want to try and stop... Oh, this fire. That's terrible. Basically what you're wanting to do is try and stop that water from flooding the area all the time. So if you build it up from one side, then you'll stop the water coming in there. And put your fire tree to try and block it on the other side. I'm probably just going to quickly rebuild this totem since I forgot to move the fire tree. So if you're doing this, definitely don't put your fire tree in the middle of your village. I'm just going to quickly use it so my people can get across in time. Oh wow, they did it on their first try rather than taking like 3 goes like when I first tried to get them across. Okay, so I'm going to send a person, now that my village is almost made, but once it's made I'm going to send a person to get this little power rock. Basically, once you get this, it'll help your villagers from getting, like, help stop them from getting flooded all the time. Looks like one of my guys got dragged away in the water. How shocking. Alright, looks like the water is starting to go out now. So just gonna grab some more dirt and then try and fill this area in. So the reason why this like map takes so long is because you can't really do that much while everything's flooded, so you have to keep on waiting for it to unflood. So to be able to capture this totem, you need to take out all the water and then just hit spacebar on it, and then it will send your people there. But I think it's probably just going to get reflooded again, since I don't have a big enough like barrier to stop the water coming in all the time. And it looks like my villagers aren't even taking the easy path to like try to go around where the ocean is really bad. So that's just terrible. And as you can see, my wall's just not high enough. Every time it floods, it's just gonna continually fill in that area, and then I'm gonna have to drag the water out again. That's really why you need like the infinite earth power from the middle totem, because once you get that, then you could just easily fill it up so that it doesn't get flooded all the time. So probably if you're doing this, what you're going to want to do is actually take the middle totem instead of the one I'm taking. But I would rather take this one, because then it will be easier, less time to travel to get to the middle totem. So I'm probably just going to try and take this one. Just like those 2 villagers, they just need to walk over to the totem, but they're just going to sit there. And then they're going to wait for me to make them like a perfect path, since they're being so annoying. don't really want a water tree right next to a place that's easily flooded. And I'm going to try and put a fire tree, since it's respawned now. I'm just going to try and put it there to try and block the water from flooding in all the time. It's probably not going to work, since like the water just gets so easily flooded. I just really need those two villagers to just get over that mountain. They're starting to annoy me. See, they just want to go around. That's like the set path that they're doing. And they're just gonna get flooded. So my tree's kinda working, but it looks like it's not gonna work completely. Some of the water's just gonna get by, and it's just gonna flood the tree and kill it, most likely. Since I think I need to raise the barrier up higher, but there's just not enough dirt around. Which is why you really need that infinite earth totem. I mean, it's not as bad as before, it's slowly getting better. Just need to get all this water out, because it looks like I might actually have 5 people there. Yes, alright, so my 5 people have arrived at the totem, and now they're taking it over. So the engulf power allows you to absorb like something really quickly. I'm not sure how useful it is, since usually you'd use it to like quickly stop something from being flooded, but in this case I don't think it's like super useful. But now that I've got my village so close, I can easily take this middle totem. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm using the jelly water power to stop the water from flooding it while I overtake it. Because once I take this, I'll be able to get the infinite earth power, and then I'll just be able to easily build up against floods. And I'm also going to need the infinite earth power, since the portal is stuck in the middle of the ocean. Alright, so I've taken it, but I think I might move this base. Since it's just going to get flooded otherwise. It's just not high enough. So you press the number 4 to use the infinite dirt power. Okay, so I'm just going to move my totem to the top of this hill. Hopefully before it gets flooded, but my people are so slow. Nope, looks like they got flooded before they could get up. Alright, I'm just going to use the infinite earth power while I've still got it. And try and raise the totem. I mean, it's probably not going to save it, since it's already pretty much been flooded completely. But if I can take it, next time the water goes out, I can probably just build it up enough so it will be safe no matter what. I'm still wanting to move it out from the middle, because it's just too prone to being flooded all the time. Oh, and it looks like my other totem is being flooded now as well. That is shockingly bad. But the water's going out now, so I hopefully will be able to rebuild this. Probably going to go straight for the infinite earth power, just because that dirt is just so useful. Jellyfy water, then it won't flood. Okay, so while they're taking that middle one, I'm just going to grab this water, and then I'll be able to take it once they finish building. Okay, I got the infinite earth power again. That's good. I'm going to move the totem though, because I just want to keep the space. I don't want to have to keep on waiting for it to unflood all the time. Grab the last of this water. Jellified water looks funny. Okay, infinite earth to build this barrier up, because I don't want to have to keep on rebuilding this village because of flooding. The infinite earth is so good. I mean, unless you're playing on like a really lava map, in which case infinite earth just kind of makes your vegetation grow, and then you just end up getting everything burnt to pieces. And my Jellified water power looks like it's just run out now, which is quite annoying. I got this fire tree, but I don't want to place it too close to vegetation. I hope I don't get flooded. Got my infinite earth power, so maybe I can raise this base just in time. Just try and keep it above water level. Okay, so it looks like my wall was working, so my engulf all totem shouldn't get overtaken this time. And the water's going down, so assuming I can actually build all the totems, I'll be able to just quickly try and leave this area. Just gonna spread my infinite earth around a little bit. I just want to try and make a pathway so that next time it floods it'll be easier to get to the portal. And for some reason the fire tree respawned in the middle of vegetation area, and now it's just gonna burn everything. Hopefully I can set the water out. The water tree should be able to stop it. And I moved my totem, so I've got my infinite earth power, which is good. Just gonna Jellify, which probably isn't the best thing in the middle of a fire, but oh well. That fire is still getting a bit out of control. Okay, so I've got half the map covered with vegetation and unlocked a new story. I'm just going to keep trying to build this pathway up so I can get to the portal easily. Okay, so I just need to get this last totem and then I can leave this map. Just gonna keep building this path up. Because the order's starting to come in now. And I don't have my Jellify power anymore, so I just need to build it up. While I wait for them to capture the Jellify water totem. Because assuming they build it in time, I'll be able to Jellify water and then just quickly try and rush it. Okay, Jellifying water. Finish the sand, now I'll hit spacebar, and then hopefully my villagers will make it in time. And I'll be able to leave this map before the Jellify power finishes and it gets flooded again. So if you want 100% vegetation, you could probably just keep on using the infinite earth power until you've got enough earth to grow enough vegetation to get it. The last extra story bit. But I don't know. The story never really interested me that much in this game. Yes, run my villagers quickly. Got like 11 seconds. That's terrible. They need to move faster. Ooh, looks like I might actually be able to do it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sweet, hit spacebar and that's the end of the stage.